Okay, this is gonna be like my third change of plans today.
I'm racing. Well, yeah, it's fine if you got the time and the time to get yourself in. And here is time, almost every night. But now I might be mistaken.
Good afternoon. It's 2:15 in the afternoon, Monday, the 20th of May, 2024. We're almost to June already, hard to believe. Forgive the echoiness and the audio. I forgot the little USB dongle that makes my microphone work with this phone, so we're using phone audio today. Yay! We are here at Grange Road Station, as Amtrak calls it, the Grange Station. Grange Road is the metro name for it. Don't get those confused, even though they're the same station. So if you do, it's not that big of a deal. The Lagrange Amtrak station consists of a small, partially enclosed brick shelter across the road from the metro station, which until I wrote the script I assumed were all the same thing. But according to Amtrak, no, this isn't the case. This is why their website says stuff like there being no bathrooms or no payphone, when both of those things are more or less right across the tracks. To add to all this confusion, there's a second Lagrange station, Stone Avenue, just a half-mile down the road. This station does not have Amtrak service. The station resides on the BNSF Raceway, a 3-track line from Chicago to Aurora, and almost all points west, as the latter is where the north and south transcons converge. As such, the line is chock full of not just freight trains, but also Metro and a smattering of Amtrak trains on top of that. For the former, this is the busiest line, with 91 trains per day on weekdays, 62 of which stop here. As for Amtrak, the Illinois Zephyr and Carl Sandburg stop here, but only for passengers coming and going from stations west. The California Zephyr and Southwest Chief also use this line, but they don't stop here. This perhaps explains the rather low ridership number of 8,892 people in 2024. In contrast, the station sees excellent metro ridership at around 1,500 people per weekday. A number of pace buses also stop here, the 302, 330, and 331. You may remember the 330 as that bus I was on when I nearly stranded myself in Chicago last spring. The first Lagrange station was built around the time of the town's founding in the early 1870s, a few hundred feet east of the current one, right up against Lagrange Road. The extant building was built in 1925. I'm talking about the metro station again. The Amtrak shelter, while it built in the same style, feels much more recent to me. Perhaps it was part of the renovations in 1998? Not sure. As I mentioned earlier, the station technically doesn't have much in the way of facilities, but let's face it, it's not like anyone's policing the metro side for any errant Amtrak customers, so we'll treat them as one as the same. As such, you'll find a nice waiting room with the aforementioned bathroom and payphone. Hey, alright, we do have a payphone. Do I get a dial tone? No. And the remains of a long-closed copy shop. I'd love for someone else to take over that space, but the station is in the heart of a decently sized downtown, so there's at least other options. Sadly, it seems like they bulldozed a third of a block to make space for parking at some point. Hopefully that will get redeveloped. There are also bike racks, although they're nothing special. I won't use them if you're planning on leaving town for more than a day or two at a time. On a related note, more Amtrak stations need secure bike parking. Otherwise, there's not much more to it. No ticket kiosk or agent, no checked baggage, but at least there's a wheelchair lift, I guess. It's raining outside now. I was hoping I could get this done before that happened. Oh well, we can do the rest of it in here. So Grange kind of has the opposite problem that Summit has, where it's like literally the inverse of Summit, where the land use is great, service is great. Well, I should specify here. Metro service is great. It's got a decent level of bus service on top of that. Station facilities are nice. But there's just no Amtrak service. You only get the two in the westbound direction every day. And being that this is, an Amtrak series, I am gonna have to dock points for that. Like a lot. I think Grange gets like a 4 out of 10. I might be more generous if this is like, further out in the sticks maybe, but then it'd have bi-directional service and okay, it's like 8 months later, and I'm just watching this footage back. And a 4? Really? I gave this a 4? 4 out of 10. No, the station's got too much other stuff going on for me to dock it for having only 2 Amtrak trains a day. I know it's an inner suburb of Chicago, and it should really be better, but come on, a 4? No. What should it get? I'm gonna say 6. Why not?